So you all day.
I was out here hopping, but really be cops. Young as I look at, I feel like I want. Big on G and I can't be stopped. Say you was homies, you really be ops.
In your younger days, before you wanted the evolved man, the stay-at-home guy, the guy that went to church and all that, you wanted the thug, you wanted the athlete, you wanted the rapper, you want this, you want that. In the process of you chasing that type of man, you was constantly curving good guys, or guys that you would consider great today. You was constantly curving them. So just think, if you curved, say 20 of those guys, 18 of them turned into what bro just described. Turned into a guy that was like, you know what, man, being this good dude ain't working. I'm gonna be a savage out here, and this is what's gonna get me the women. So they do that, and they become successful with that. And now you just played a part in creating 18 men based on you curving them to go be the same type of man that you complain about today.
Yeah.
So now you trying to swim through this pool of terrible men that you created to find this needle in the haystack, and you mad at the field. It's not the field's fault.
It almost seems that people don't believe me when I tell them that the polyester nylon yoga athletic outfits are literally made of plastic. Polyester nylon is plastic, polyethylene terephthalate, and it's plastic processed with insane amounts of chemicals, phthalates, bisphenols, PFAS, forever chemicals, which are all endocrine disruptors, messing with hormones. And it's like they don't even believe me when I tell them. And it's because it's such a hard truth to swallow that it can be causing disease inside of you, can be causing all these issues. It's literally pure, chemically processed pure plastic. And the reason it has these moisture wicking and all these properties, and it's great at getting rid of moisture and bouncing off moisture, is the chemicals they use to process it, the forever chemicals. That's what's giving it those abilities, which make it 1,000 times more harmful. It can literally cause infertility. Say you do have a child and you're wearing these polyester nylon plastic outfits, it can cause developmental issues in the child. The microplastics and the chemicals, the reason they call them forever chemicals is because they accumulate inside you and don't go away, and they accumulate in the environment and they don't degrade. It takes thousands and thousands of years to degrade.
Pretty much women are going to try to fool you. The bad ones and the good ones are going to try to fool you. The bad ones are going to do it consciously. The good ones are going to do it unconsciously. The nature of the female is to dissimulate. That's why you're always wearing makeup. You're always covering over the truth. That is your actual nature. I want men to be aware and to be able to operate with this knowledge so that they can get the best of what they're seeking in terms of women, relationships, marriage, and children. On the other hand, I want women to know that you will be assessed based on who you actually are and what you have actually done. So we will not accept anyone who's trying to pull a switcheroo, which is to say you've lived as a promiscuous person for the last 15 years and then all of a sudden you would like to marry a man and be treated with respect. We're going to treat you according to who you actually are. And if you're a person who deserves no respect, you will get no respect. You will not get a relationship. You will not get married. You certainly won't get children.
I wish they taught this in school, or if they did teach me this in school, I wish I had paid attention. Because absolutely everybody needs to be aware of this, and I think almost nobody is. And I think this is one reason why so many of us have bad people skills and then develop anxiety around dealing with people. I like to call this the pizza monster theory of interaction, and let me explain why. If you are meeting somebody for the first time, you accurately have in your mind a model of what they think about you, which is nothing. You realize you are a stranger. So most of us will pay extra attention to how we're dressing or how we're talking because we're making a first impression. We are conscious of the fact that this is all they've got to go on. But when talking to people who we have dealt with many times in the past, like coworkers or acquaintances, we tend to totally forget this concept that they're not dealing with you as you exist. They're dealing with a mental model of you that they have developed over time. So for example, there may be a classmate or a coworker who you have seen every day but maybe have never sat down and had an in-depth conversation with. And when you do finally talk to them, the way they're treating you is very strange. Because unbeknownst to you, one time when you were having a pizza party for the class or for the company, they thought they saw you take like extra pieces of pizza when other people hadn't gotten any. And the only reason they think that is because you were wearing a shirt similar to the person that did do that. So their mental model of you is just pizza monster. This is the person who's constantly stealing pizza. So now your mental model of this person is that they're very standoffish and rude and judgmental, purely because you're unaware of their mental model of you as the pizza monster. And what everyone needs to understand is that in every interaction, both parties are to some degree just pizza monster to the other one. Everyone is working off of incomplete or inaccurate information about the other. And I say this to you now, if you could meet the version of you that lives inside other people's heads, it would be like meeting a stranger. But here's the final twist. Sometimes that's because their mental image of you is more accurate than the mental image you have of yourself. Because in your own mind, you don't think of yourself as an impolite or rude person, because every time you've done something impolite or rude, you've always had an excuse in your own head that you weren't feeling well or you were tired. Where they are merely working from the many, many examples of your actions, which, when determining who you are, is all that matters.
Look, just tell my son I don't want to see him again. He out here doing that eggplant Friday shit. I can't support that.
I'm not gonna do your dirty work for you.
Well, fuck it then. I just DM.
Yeah, then why don't you do that?
Shut up, punk.
Daddy out!
This nigga.
What's up?
Will, look, you can't be my son no more, and I'm gonna have to unfollow you on Instagram. You posting ding-a-ling selfies and shit. You know, I can't do that.
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
almost liked it on accident.
Yeah, whatever.
You was a cool son while I let. Oh, you gonna leave me hanging? Well, you know, hating me won't get your followers up.
How come you don't want me, man? Shut your bitch ass up!
Don't no woman in this world come to a motherfucker, especially you niggas, especially black folk. Don't no black person come to the next black person, especially if they doing good or looking good, and say, man, you know what? He got a drinking problem. He don't wear cologne. But he's handsome in the face. But he don't have a car. He still live with his sister. All of this shit is wrong with him. But I just want to fuck him so bad. I'm gonna change his life and I'm gonna take him to Jamaica. Black men do that to women every day. She got 3 kids. Her ass fat, but she don't got no car. She live with her cousin, but her cousin gonna watch the kids this weekend, and she saying she gonna go to Jamaica with me, and she got a fat ass. Is that not the truth?
Nah, you're right. I'll give you that.
So therefore, men need to step up as men on the requirements of what they allow and what they accept and what is okay.
Ain't no need for niggas walking around thinking it's cute. Call my man, have Junior walk him down and execute.